Texas, nice. San Antonio. I would love to go to Texas, bro. Like I've never been there. I made so many promises to people, like especially for Austin. Never went. What's the plan? Or do you have any ideas where to move? I've heard like a lot of Californians kind of ruin Texas. I don't know if that's true. Enjoy your Sunday, brother Hans. SoCal, baby. We're like so close to Kings Plant. It's probably like 15-minute by drive by car. We're both South Californians. It's pretty good out here, but like I gotta be honest with you, dude. It was better before COVID. Not gonna lie. I think the new norm is just to move out from the country. Not, I don't know. Move somewhere cheap and make your money from trading or whatever, and live like a king in Thailand or something. I think it was better before COVID. That's a fact. Alright, let's look at the charts a little bit. And Q still looks so frustrating, man. I don't know. It's in a really like big seek and destroy profile. When I look at it, I what I see is like it took out the sell side, then ran for the buy side, back in the range. I'm aware of the daily fair value gap, but like seeing the reaction from Friday to Friday candle close, it's not giving me a lot of confidence to the buy side. Not gonna lie. I'm not saying it can't go to buy side. It could. Um, but I'm not. I'm really 50-50 on the higher time frame. I'm thinking like this could very well go to deep, deep into this fair value gap as well. I'm really 50-50 on higher time frame, which is why I was telling you lost in my mind in general chat. Like, I think the smartest thing to do going into this week, which is also the last week of the month. So a monthly close is expected on Friday, I believe. Actually Thursday because Friday is bank holiday. It's not gonna make a lot of move like in terms of like running the sell side or the buy side or whichever, whatever the case is. So I think the smartest thing to do for this week would be just to trade the intraday narrative, meaning 5 minute, 15 minute, or 1 minute market maker models without having a higher time frame directional bias. Let's go down to lower time frames and see what's going on. So, this is 4 hour chart. We have unmanipulated wick here, a candle here, which could potentially be targeted, which is FOMC. I really don't trust those candles without a wick, especially like if it's on the daily time frame, because or like higher time frame, because it rarely happens. And when it happens, usually comes back down there just to manipulate price one more time. So on the 4 hourly, there's nothing much here on the 4 hour. I'm gonna go down to 60 minute. 60 minute hourly chart looks more eventful, in my opinion. Delete this. Because like what I'm thinking, looking at this hourly chart, is basically daily buy side is taken out on Nasdaq, and then it rejected and sold off. Structural shift is there as well because this is essentially was essentially an order block. Now it's a breaker block. So what I'm thinking is, I mean, obviously it's going to depend on overnight price action, but like I'm considering the move higher on Friday, which is this one right there, as a manipulation. I think it's setting up for a first stage distribution, honestly. That move was there just to, I don't know, like, so by looking at it though, it is a still like even on this time frame, it is still a big seek and destroy because like look at this like bearish SMT divergence at the highs here. Then before market closed, ES took sell side one more time, creating another SMT divergence. So it's kind of 50-50 here. That's why I'm saying like it's gonna depend on the overtime price action. But gone to my head, I really want to see the sell model panning out on the hourly chart, or at least. So this is how I'm seeing right now. There's the SMT at the highs, which makes here the smart money reversal, this accumulation here. So what I want to see is at least like, even if this is not a reversal, I want to see a retracement into range equilibrium of this dealing range. So I want to see the lower fair value gap here at least. And if it just gives a strong bounce, strong reaction from that fair value gap, then I can say, yeah, this wants the buy side. That should be the drawn liquidity because this is essentially original consolidation as well. So what could happen is if this is a retracement, it'll run the original consolidation, right? Which is the buy side. Or if this is a, oh, what did I do? Or if this is a reversal, it could just trade down into range equilibrium or lower, retrace one more time, and expand in the opposite direction and in the same direction, and target the original consolidation low. I can see this panning out as well. And I'm leaning towards this one just because on Friday, so ES failed to take out the original consolidation target, the buy model, which is this high here on the lower time frame. And it had a strong reaction from the fair value gap over here, which is why I'm primarily thinking like this was the manipulation. And also on Nasdaq, there's this up close candle. It was bearish order block in the first place, and then with the rally, it became a breaker block. Now that block has failed also, and because of that, like the market did not react to that candle. Because of that, I'm thinking like there is kind of weakness on the move to the upside. So we'll see how it goes though. I really need to see where New York opens tomorrow on Monday. And then I'm going to build a narrative around that. I'm going to speculate around that. Let's take a look at the 15-minute. $50-minute looks like a consolidation also. Like a big consolidation. So, it's tough. It is tough, price action. So, the idea is, as long as it stays below the fair value gap from Thursday, it is going to be drawn into at least range equilibrium, just because the tick price action is right there, and it is respecting that tick price action, using that PDA rate to go lower. If it violates that though, obviously it's not going to come back down to range equilibrium. It's going to keep rallying. But this is such a clean market maker sell model overall. Whether it pans out or not, I don't know, but I at least want to see the range EQ. And also I want to see where the range EQ is in terms of the daily fair value gap. Maybe it's the upper portion. So it's probably like the upper 25% portion of the daily fair value gap. I don't know. Yes is definitely much weaker. So this is the original consolidation of the buy model, and original consolidation of the buy model here. Yes is definitely much weaker. Where can I learn more about tick price action? Tanya, hi, by the way. The tick price action is essentially the range buyout market. You can learn it from shit. I think it's in core content. I'll look at it and I'll let you know. I'm not sure which month or which episode, but it's in core content. It's essentially like tick price action is essentially an accumulation, right? Let me see an example. Like here, for example, an accumulation, right? So that accumulation is supposed to act as a resistance or support to keep the market in low resistance conditions. So after that's broken down, price has to respect that range to stay in a low resistance liquidity run to the downside. Same thing here, tick price action. It failed to break below it and it reversed there. So that's the idea essentially. But yeah, I'll let you know the video, the specific video. SMT highs, SMT lows. Yeah, it's seek and destroy. We good if close below range EQ for an easier second. Yes, I agree. So the thing is, like, I need to see how it reacts to range EQ first to say, okay, guys, this is a retracement or this is a reversal. Because if it wants to go down to original consolidation, that means it's a reversal and it's not gonna react from the range equilibrium. It's gonna distribute lower than that, maybe give one more bounce to premium and sell off, which will be the second stage redistribution. But if we get an immediate reaction from range EQ, I'll say, yeah, guys, this was just a retracement, and the target is the original consolidation of the highs, and like it will probably target the buy side. It's tough though. Like I'm looking at DXY, which is why I'm primarily uh, short biased. But at the end of the day, DXY correlation is bullshit in my opinion. Like DXY's textbook. I wish there was like futures contracts for DXY, and I would have traded DXY for the last couple of weeks probably. But again, looking at DXY, I think DXY is a daily buy model, and it's drawn to October 3rd high, which is 107.3. And so far, it's keeping the order flow pretty clean. Not gonna lie, pretty clean. Um, but Nasdaq or indices, they're not I don't know correlating with DXY. Oops. I feel like maybe after DXY takes out the internal range high here, it starts consolidating a little bit. Maybe then we can see like trending market on the indices, because that kind of happens also. Like if you look at the price action at this like or the consolidation, when the XY was consolidating, here you can see Nasdaq is actually moving. It's in trending mode on the daily. Then if you look at this consolidation, Nasdaq is making moves again. Here, this leg, creating an expansion leg right there. So I guess, I don't know, this is just my interpretation. Maybe what we need is consolidating DXY for trending indices. I don't know. I'm just speculating. We gotta ask the Uncle ICT, the author of, of the market. Yeah, so again, my game plan is to just trade intraday market maker models on the lower time frames going into this week. And definitely keep the range equilibrium on the hourly chart in mind. take a look at Euro USD. Oh, actually, let's take a look at. Never mind. These assets are also very clean right now, like very clean. So last week, I established the sell model here, potential draw. It's definitely going there, and it's very energetic. Same deal on GU. So if you're trading forex currencies, please have short bias going into this week. Like I saw this guy. I think he's also in the group, but I don't know his Discord name. He's like, "Are you bearish forex and bullish DXY?" I was thinking vice versa. I'm like, bro, come on. I've been saying this like for the past, I don't know, 3 weeks, 4 weeks already. That's my observation, but those thick price actions is essentially a higher time frame order block. Once, yes, it is exactly because accumulation. Remember, like accumulation is a higher time frame OB, like you said, or breaker block, which is a failed order block. That's why it causes resistance or support. And the idea around is basically like the thick price action if it's in the sell market. So the low of the thick price action will create some sort of resistance, so price will have a hard time getting into the highs, which means the highs becomes the high resistance liquidity one or high resistance objective. So ideally, if you're short bias, you got to be looking at those consolidations and or the range of the thick price action and expect or anticipate a reaction from those levels. All right. Let me look at crude oil. Crude oil is also cleaner than indices right now. Maybe I should start trading crude oil for a bit. So this is in 4 hourly market maker model. Quite choppy, but it's there. It's drawn into 86, 85.42. I'm thinking this was the first stage leg here, and now it's setting up for the second stage reaccumulation, which is going to be from the equilibrium or discount array, and there's a fair value gap right there. So in terms of narrative, I'm expecting crude oil pulling back into that PD array and rallying higher, which will be the second stage expansion leg, in my opinion, and it's drawn to original consolidation on the 4 hourly. And depends on how it reacts to that buy side. It might run the single highs, like low hanging fruit or whatever it's called. But it's definitely like cleaner than, for the first time probably, it's cleaner than Nasdaq. Nasdaq is also clean, but it's clean only on 1 minute, and because it doesn't give any like confluence or confidence on the higher time frame in terms of bias or directional bias. I don't know. I don't like to trade those reversals. Like I see the buy model like on Friday. I saw it here. It's annotated still. Like I saw it, but personally I'm like, do I want to take it? No. So I don't like to chase it. If it doesn't fit my game plan for the day, I don't like to take it. And I can't stress this enough. Like even if I long this, I'm not gonna trust it. I'll be emotional in that trade. So I would rather just tape read and unlock new opportunities or ideas and stuff like that. But anyways, so on the 1 minute, looking at it right now, it's in a market maker sell model. So the first stage accumulation, the consolidation here should be the target. So the low here should be the original consolidation sell side. On the 1 minute, I think it's going to complete that model. But we're not trading Sunday Asia session anyway, so. So do you guys want me to look at any stocks or else I'm going to probably wrap it up here. Oh, also what I've noticed is, so I was checking QQQ and SPY the other day. So what I noticed was, and this was not on Nasdaq. So I was mentioning this down close candle from March 5 as a potential breaker block. So the wick here, I was thinking that as a breaker block, because it also broke the structure to downside, candle body closed outside, etc. And then I looked at cues on the daily, and I'm looking at the same candle. And on cues, it was just a swing failure, so it just turtle swooped out low and ran the buy side. It's just quite interesting for me. Maybe I should look at cues more often. I don't know. Damn, that's a nasty move. But yeah, what are you guys thinking going into this week? Do you guys have bias, or are you guys bearish, bullish, or just want to scalp the market? What do you guys want to do? It's definitely going to be tough. It's also the last week of the month. It's in this range still. This is where I usually take my vacations. Like, until it breaks out to one side or the other. 50-50. Last week was distribution, so this week can reverse on, or continue. Yeah, I mean, it's not gonna be. I think if even if it reverses, I think it's not gonna be one directional. So it's gonna be like we're gonna see a lot of bounces probably. Like for example, I can see this on the hourly chart running down into EQ, bounce one time, then run the consolidation lows, and then into this like it's kind of BPR-ish area, and then maybe a bounce into very deep into premium or something before going lower or something like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like something like that. I can definitely see that. I'm expecting it somewhat on the hourly chart. Yeah, this literally looks like an manipulation to me. Not gonna lie, I don't trust that run. And this is literally like what happens all the time. Like you see lower time frame market maker models, right? Like this was 5 minute, I believe. So origin consolidation. This happens quite a lot. So one asset completes the model, the other one fails to do so, which causes a reversal essentially. Like same thing on the dailies happening right now in forex currencies. What the fuck is Good Friday? I've never heard of that before. Yeah, tomorrow definitely. I mean, it's not your day for sure because like it's first of all Monday, then you don't trade no news Mondays especially. So yeah, I think the best way to do. I think I'm not gonna trade it either tomorrow. Good Friday is the Friday before Easter. Interesting. Would you apply? Would you apply here weekly profiles? Wouldn't you apply? I think the weekly profiles are not like in action right now. Like when you think about it, what was the weekly profile? Yes, last week. I was expecting like midweek reversal or something. Didn't happen. Actually, last week kind of looks like classic bullish profile with a TGIF. So it's yeah, actually Monday distribution, then expand higher, and Friday it comes back in the range. But the thing is, like, when you don't have a higher time narrative or bias, it's not easy to understand the weekly profiles. If you think about it, you gotta wait until at least Thursday, which is too late. You need to be able to anticipate the profiles at least on Tuesday so you can trade it. Yes, completed the market maker sell model, looking for market maker buy model. Yep, it could happen as well. I can see that too. I can definitely see that because there's the new SMT divergence there, original consolidation. I don't know. Gun to my head though, I don't think it's going to complete that buy model. The fact that they close the market on Good Friday is, I don't know, I find it hilarious. Kind of sounds like an excuse to not work. Jury duty coming up this week. You wanna know how to get out of that? Dude, I got it. Oh my god, I got a jury duty. I didn't show up. Then I learned though I wasn't supposed to anyway, so I want to look at Tesla actually. That son of a bitch. It's making me so pissed. I don't know. Doesn't look good, but it's still not invalidated the order block, so I don't know. It kind of feels forced at the moment, though. Not gonna lie. It's probably gonna bounce from these volume imbalances here, like at the extreme. The only stock I like is still Amazon. Um, what's the other one? ACMR looks very good, like very very good. And the other one is I think Net. This one is quite choppy now. These are cool stocks. Other than that, I don't see much on stock market in the stock market, honestly. Moderna. Moderna is in still consolidation on the weekly. Needs to get out of there. Tanya, do you have any? Oh, you left. Oh, you're still here. Hold on, hold on. Don't leave. I gotta ask you something. Do you have any stock picks for this year, or anything you're eyeing besides Tesla? You want long? Are you trading options or did you buy shares? JGM. Oh, look at YM. The UC ICT's community post about commodity mega trades. Nope. I'll check it out. I don't look at the community post on YouTube at all, actually. I just see his posts on Twitter. Followed your call, went long, just try luck. I mean, on Tesla though, there was no confirmation. Like the weekly point of interest was hit, so which is this fair value gap here. That was my point of interest on the weekly chart, and I was waiting for some sort of confirmation, but it was not there, and it became the sell model trap longs original consolidation low on the daily. Let's see. 4 days ago. What's this? Coco features. Oh my god, bro. Like I said, time and time again, commodity mega trades every year will always outperform Bitcoin. Stop eating chocolate, you guys. That's what it means. What's the other one? Oh, it's the same chart. Okay. Oh, I see a salty when it comes to Bitcoin. I guess he's pissed because his son lost a lot of money on crypto, so he's probably butthurt. Yeah, I'll take a look at Bitcoin for sure. Actually, let me look at. Oh, I charted last week, and it still haven't panned out. So what I'm thinking on Bitcoin is a retracement into 56.5 and then rally. That's what I'm expecting. So here the all-time highs, right? So the buy model was completed. Now what I'm thinking is maybe consolidation here a little bit on the daily. You'll see better. Uh, so consolidate here a little bit. Accumulate positions to manipulate into range equilibrium, which is also fair value gap on the daily, fair value gap on the weekly, and then rally is what I'm thinking. Because if you think about it, Ethereum completed the weekly buy model just recently. That means it's gonna consolidate a little bit above or like around this range before making a new move. So I'm thinking like choppy price action here a little bit. The question is how long it's going to take. I don't know. Then manipulate lower into range EQ and rally. And I think Bitcoin will wait for that manipulation on Ethereum as well. Overall, as a target though, um, here's what I would do. I would look at these two candles and standard deviations. It's already tagged, -3 probably. So I target that first. 75,000 from 56, or is it? Yeah, 56, 57-ish. I would expect that kind of a retracement though, after consolidation. It is not ready to make that retracement yet. So it needs to generate a little bit more liquidity at around these levels. Maybe like trap people, trap positions, or then smart money reversal on the 4 hourly or 1 hourly, and then retraces on the weekly. That would be a great buy though. Like when you think about it, like 56K Bitcoin could be a great buy. Matic. So assuming you are buying spot positions or spot bags, I'll start from the higher time frame. This doesn't look bad actually. So here's the order flow that I'm seeing. I'm seeing like this is a huge wick though, but like this is an original consolidation, just like Ethereum. And now it's entering the second stage, it seems like. So here, discount order block. This was the first stage probably. That's how I'm seeing it. First stage, then it came down to discount order block, bounced from there. There's a structural shift here, or you can take this one actually, that would be better. Here, and then now it's trading into the fair value gap there. And this one is also breaker block here right now. So the breaker block or the fair value gap, I would say, is a good buy to target. Like you gotta go step by step, obviously. Like first target maybe like short-term buy side, the internal range, and essentially the buy model horizontal consolidation could be a great target as well. 2.1, 1.57, and 1.29 from here. But let's take a look at on the daily. It's too early to buy for the daily. Same thing on the hourly, 4 hourly. On the 4 hourly though, here's what I'm seeing. Like this could be a smart money reversal. This is the tick price action, and it reacted from there, as you can see it. But there's no order block violation as of now. So if you were to buy it like at the very moment, that'll be an aggressive entry, and you need to be positioning yourself accordingly. So it should be just a starter position, and then once it violates, like maybe here, then you can start looking for, scaling in to buy positions on Matic. A lot of liquidity on lows. Yeah, but it already changed order flow. On the weekly, yes, but here's the thing, dude. Like, you can't look at it in terms of like just like Nasdaq, for example. That market is like quote unquote more professional because like crypto, it's not gonna move like that. For example, if you look at Link, chain Link, you'll see here like I mean this is like 2 years consolidation, and it swept the lows. It did sweep the lows, but it's not a meaningful sweep, and it rallied from there. So for crypto, it tends to leave a lot of liquidity above or below. So what I'm saying is it doesn't necessarily sweep the lows from here on Matic because it already done so. So here, the internal range it was taken out. It traded down into extreme of the range, right? Bounce from there, structural shift is there. Use the fair value gaps and rally one more time. And this seems like it's entering a second stage reaccumulation here. So I don't think it's going to sweep the lows one more time because I think that manipulation has already happened. I would say I would trust personally this tick price action to stay or to act as a support. So the low from January 22 should be safe low. This is the weekly chart though. I'm sure you're not trading with the weekly, but it's the same deal on the daily. This price action here should not get violated. If it does so, that means it's a deep retracement or even a reversal is possible. But yeah, that's that. Do you guys have any other requests before I wrap it up? And also, I'm gonna make an announcement tomorrow probably, but since you guys are already here today, I'm gonna share this here. Let me stop the recording for